Thanks so much, Abhi. I am grateful to be able to be doing this work and sharing everything that's come my way because of the lady you see on the screen, Zareen Bharda. This is the woman who introduced me to doTERRA, and it changed my life. And it's been a little over 3 years now. And it's been a whirlwind ride, huge change for me and my family. But we're really excited to share everything we know. So let's get started with the slides. I'm not able to see them for some reason. Do you see them? Abhi, could you start the slides?
Just
Hello?
sharing in. Yes.
Okay. I think everyone who's on this call is already an inspired person. That's why you're here and attending this call. And from the names that I see on the screen, I think most of you share the same vision, the same mission, the same passion that I do as well. So I don't think this is going to be anything different for you. But what I will do is draw a comparison of what I was doing before and what life is like now with doTERRA.
Can
So
you
this
see my
is me.
screen?
Yes, I can see
Yeah.
the screen. So this is me without the blue light blockers on. I do wear these in the evening when, there's a lot of screen time on. I became a doTERRA wellness advocate, like I said, 3 years ago. And soon after, Zareen kept encouraging me to look at the business side of things because I was so excited to share all the products with everyone. And she said, you've got to learn to take advantage of all of the things the company wants you to have. And this is something I didn't think about at that time. But when I attended one of the training programs in Bombay, the Rise to Founders, it changed the way I was looking at things. So here I have a builder who's been motivating me and telling me, you need to do this for yourself because you're missing out by not paying attention to this side of it. It was always about product, 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 and what it's doing for people, but also how to make it sustainable and also expansive, and not just changing my life financially, but changing the lives of others as well. And that's when I started looking at this more seriously. Next slide, please. So, what is a business? When I was a kid, a lot of kids used to smirk at anyone whose parent was a businessman. And it didn't have a very nice feeling to it. So, for years, I didn't like that word. And it's only after interacting with doTERRA that I realized that it isn't what we thought it was when we were kids. It's just a way of living your life. It's something that keeps you busy. And I looked up for this training program. I knew about this before, but I looked up the origin of the word. So if we could go to the next slide, let's have a look at where it actually came from. It first appeared in the 14th century. It was an indication of what keeps you busy, what it is that you do with your time. So if you think about it, energetically or spiritually, which I think a lot of us are, you're spending your time on the planet doing something. What you choose to do, how you interact with people, is going to play a role in your karmic bank balance, let's put it that way. So if you're being a contribution to the world, if you're being positive, you're creating something that is going to help others as well, take them along on this journey with you, that's going to be a positive contribution. And if you're going to take advantage of people, that's going to hurt you as well. So this is why doTERRA is such an amazing company. And we're going to see in the next few slides why that is. Next one, please. How do you go about choosing a business? These are questions that we've always asked when you're still in college, you're figuring out you want to be an engineer, which, by the way, Zareen's been a mechanical engineer. I'm in computer science and mathematics. We have technical backgrounds and we both love the work we do right now. So what is it that got us to stop doing that and shift into something that's so much more meaningful and purposeful? And let's have a look at the next slide. So who do you work with? What you're going to do, how do you do it, why you want to do it. And this is why we're looking at this. So we've heard this phrase before, business before pleasure. And it's been ingrained in us in India that you've got to look at how you're going to earn so that you can be happy. But it's actually quite the opposite. If you think about what you're doing with a chunk of your time, if you're going to be miserable doing it, you're going to make yourself unhappy no matter how much you earn. And when you make yourself that unhappy, you tend to fall sick as well. You make everyone around you unhappy. So you've got to figure out a good balance of how to either make yourself happy doing whatever you are doing, or find something that gives you that passion and that drive and makes it more enjoyable, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Next slide, please. So success, this is another quote by Albert Schweitzer. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. And we've heard this before as well. So if you really do love what you do, it's never work. And that's what's happened for us. Most of you know that I'm up at ridiculous hours reading, researching, sharing, and I love doing this because for me, this is exciting that we have these answers, that we're able to share these solutions with people. So for me, it's an absolute joyful thing to be able to do. And it doesn't feel like work at all. And we've got the office supporting us with all of the back end things that need to get done for a typical business. We don't have that worry. Our job is simply to educate, to share, and to guide people correctly. And what an amazing thing to get rewarded for something like that. Hey, let's go to the next slide, please. So what defines a good business? Believe this or not, Hugh Jackman's father said to him that doTERRA is a good business. Hugh Jackman was at one of the conventions in doTERRA about 6 years ago. I think it was 6 years. And he said his father told him that a good business is one where everyone benefits. And if you look it up on the internet, you will find that as well. And that is why Hugh Jackman's wife is a wellness advocate, by the way, ex-wife. And his father said doTERRA is a good business because it's being a contribution not just to customers, but also to the employees, also to the farmers who are supplying us with all of the raw ingredients. You're taking care of everyone along the way. You're not leaving anyone behind, and you're being a contribution to the planet, and that is a good business. You're raising vibration all along the way. That's what makes a good business. It takes care of the environment as well for us. I feel satisfied knowing that my earth is being taken care of by this company, that it's being, the harvesting is being done carefully. You're not abusing the land when you're working with this company. So very exciting for me and very happy about it. So we don't just care about profits. We care about people getting the solutions that they need, the solutions that are right for them. And you've got many options for that. And that's why we have these kinds of training programs for everyone. Next slide, please. Thank you. So I think we'll skip this one because we just talked about this one. We've got customer satisfaction, employees are taken care of, the community is taken care of, the earth is taken care of, there's recycling happening. It's just a beautiful thing to be a part of. This is another example of a good business where you go local, and that's what doTERRA has done. They're sourcing products from where, but the raw ingredients from where they grow in their natural habitat. And if they find that there's a need somewhere, they go and educate and train and set systems up to make it sustainable for farmers to grow without pesticides, to grow without causing harm to the planet. And that's one of the most difficult things to be doing, because doing it sustainably takes a lot of effort, and they're doing that. And they're taking care of that back end for us. Next slide, please. So almost anything you do is going to be some risk, even if it's a relationship. Even when you go to a restaurant and you eat some food, you don't know if you're going to get food poisoning. So if you think about it, anything and everything would be a risk. But when you go into something with that excitement, with clarity, with some joy, and with an open mind about it, you generally find that you come back feeling good about the experience. So one of the things I would say to everyone is open your heart to exploring this. This is something I had closed myself to. I said, no, Zareen, I'm not interested in the business. I just want to share the oils. I'm really happy doing that. And she was like, something's going to change your mind. And she was absolutely right. Today, I'm really excited about the business opportunity for everyone because it actually does change people's lives. Next slide, please. So let's address the elephant in the room. Direct selling, multi-level marketing. This is something that a lot of us have been faced with when we talk to someone about doTERRA and they go online and they're like, oh, it's an MLM and I don't want to do that stuff. And they just shut themselves off to it. This is something that needs a little bit of addressing. And I did go online myself and I did a lot of research before I took a decision to take this leap. A lot of companies do have, whatever they have, they choose for some reason to get into this format. And if we think about these products, you've got to experience them, not something that you can walk into a store and a salesperson's going to be able to sell to you. It's something you've got to put on you, in you, and inhale before you decide. You've got to understand what works with for what problem. And this is one of the reasons why this is the best model for it. It also helps to create, I'm going to talk about all of my slides now in one shot if we don't go to the next one. So let's go to the next one. I've got a whole lot of advantages written down on how they work. So network marketing creates an opportunity for people to have their own business. Most people are just stuck in jobs working for someone else. Nothing wrong with that. We do need people doing those jobs as well. And I would never suggest that you quit your job completely, because that's the first group of people you're interacting with. That would be the first set of customers, the people who you are around already. Talk to them about what their needs are. And those are the people you can start giving solutions to, sharing solutions with. So now you're looking at traditional businesses. They require a lot of capital. Typically, you have to invest in some sort of property, or you've got to rent something out. You're going to have staff, you're going to have equipment, you're going to have inventory. This happened to me as well. And then you have to take care of all of that every single day. And in this case, doTERRA is taking care of all of those things for us. Anyone can start the doTERRA business with $100. Just one family essentials kit, or the home essentials kit. That's the little one that you get, 10 essential oils. That's the one that you pick up. And you can get started with that. Heck, you can try it even with the small little one with the 3 little bottles in it. Even if you get started with that, you can do it for about 3,000 rupees. That's amazing that you can start a business with such a small amount of money. Let's go to the next one, please. So what is it that network marketing companies do? They create these amazing products which are not available in other places, and then they ask you to go out and sell. And this is a very old model. This is how selling started right at the beginning of time. A person was not able to go and sell everything themselves, so they would pay a distributor. And if you think about it, it exists even now. Even with Nestle, it's not like Nestle is going out and selling products themselves. They have distribution channels. So we are the distribution channel, and we are a human distribution channel. We're not just a store where you walk in and you say, oh, give me this and give me that, because like I explained earlier, these aren't products that you can just sell off of the shelf. People are selling essential oils all over the place right now, but nobody really knows how to use them. This is the only company that's invested this much in making sure that people are educated and they know what they're doing with their bodies. They know what they're doing with the products. And when you're purchasing from a direct selling company, you're not just supporting the company, you're supporting the farmers as well. And this is the most beautiful thing about the chain that doTERRA has created, this connection that doTERRA has created for us to be a part of. And you're always going to be supported by your enroller and your sponsor. And if you're not, then doTERRA will get you in touch with someone who can help you if in case your solutions, if you're not able to find the solutions that you need. So let's go to the next slide, please. So some of the other advantages in a direct selling company is you get pushed out of your comfort zone. You will be asked to do things that make you uncomfortable, like talking to people, and it feels like it's sales, but it's really not. And finding that beautiful balance of solving problems rather than pushing a sale is where you will find that joy. When you start realizing that just simply by being honest with people about what works, what is right for them, you will have people understand how to use the product, and then they are independent. They will pick up what they want when they want, and you are there to guide them. So the focus, in my opinion, really should be educate people, tell them about the products, tell them the truth about it, where these come from, what the company does, why these are better, and give them the option of opting into the opportunity as well. And you'll be surprised how many people come forward to do that. The other thing that ends up happening is you get a lot of training programs to start thinking differently about yourself. Many of us who get into this field of natural wellness do it with big hearts to help people, but we forget ourselves. And sometimes that can be overwhelming for us too. And this is a company which teaches you how to keep things in balance. And this is why they've created this model, so that we don't get depleted of energy and that we can replenish ourselves as well. And every program that we go to, like I'm looking forward to going to leadership because like one of my friends said, it's like filling your own cup. And that's what happens when all of us come together. Everyone in that space wants to help people, wants to do good for the planet. And this company has made it possible for us to participate in doing good for the planet, in doing good for other people. So really grateful for that. And let's go to the next slide, please. So the work culture, you don't have a room where you have these meetings and you have a boss and la la la. It's fun when you get together with your friends and you're talking about how you help someone and someone comes forward and talks about their testimonials, their experiences, and how excited they are about this. This is a whole different way of working. We're always looking at how can we support so and so, and how can we do this, and how can we do that. And you're creative, and it's always something exciting that we're talking about. And when you don't have an answer, we always have the office sitting and waiting and supporting us, corporate supporting us, and they're so accessible to us. We have our uplines waiting to support us as well. So everything is there for the taking. It's not, you do not have to struggle with this company to get answers from anyone. So let's go to the next one, please. I've promised to keep it to an hour. That's why I'm going through them really fast. So the feeling about direct selling companies is you're providing a source of income to help people one-on-one. That's what you're really trying to do. It's not like in a car lot. Yes, someone is helping someone buy the right car. Now, depending on the kind of car lot you go to, you can have either a wonderful person who is genuinely serving you and solving your problem and selling you what you need and what would do well for you, versus someone who's just going to try and make the biggest sale possible and try and influence you. That doesn't work with doTERRA. The solution that you need is what we ask you to, we suggest to customers to get. And our job is to guide them. And if people are not stupid. People are very intelligent. They can see right through a lie. They're going to see right through someone trying to push a sale. So it just doesn't work with a product like this. And you've got to be knowledgeable enough to explain to people why this worked. And for every one of us, it's always been a personal experience, like it has been for me. My personal experiences, my mother's, my father's, my brother's, my twin sister sitting in Australia, her children, my dogs, my pets, my friends, these are the people who I tried and tested the products on first before I started talking to anyone else about them. And the business side came almost 2 years after I started sharing the product. So yeah, let's go to the next one, please. Are network marketing companies really good? Yes. Some of them are amazing, like doTERRA is. It's always promoting teamwork and collaboration. That's why they have a different structure from all of the other MLMs. You've got the enroller, you've got the sponsor, and you can grow based on how much you work. It is not a pyramid scheme. So this is where people do get a little confused. A pyramid scheme is like a company. The guy sitting on the top is the one who's winning everything, and everyone else is working for them. But with doTERRA, if you're doing the work, you are the one who gets rewarded. And if you have a look at the structure that you need to create to grow, to advance, it all depends on the work that you are doing. It doesn't depend on what your enroller is doing or the people above you. So you're completely responsible for how big you get with this company. And you've got to understand also what the pros and the cons are of a network marketing company. So we're going to go through some of those in a little bit. Next slide, please. This is my place in Pune. This was our home for about 35 years. My father and my maternal grandfather built this house together. And we converted it to an activity center. It's been about 9 years now. And about 6 years ago, we started a bakery and cafe on the ground floor. So if we go to the next slide, I'll show you some of the stuff that we had there. This is some of the food we had at the bakery and cafe. And it was very exciting for me. It was not my line of work and I loved it, learned a lot. It was very stressful though. So, and Zareen's eaten some of the food there as well. I think some of you on the call have have come to the cafe. You've seen it, you've eaten some of the food there. So let's go to the next one, please. And some more yummy food. We baked our fresh breads, we made all of our sandwiches, all of our fillings we did in-house, our patties and everything. And that's Ely coffee. It's very expensive coffee, good stuff. So everything was top notch. Everything was very clean. It was all done by yours truly. Very finicky about things, had major OCD issues about hygiene and cleanliness and all of that because I have pets. So I'm extra careful about these things and extra careful about anything I get involved in. Let's go to the next slide, please. Zareen walked into my life when I was at my lowest point and I needed something. This lady walked into my life, and that's why I call this magic. I picked up a couple of kits and it completely changed my life with 3 drops of one of the blends that I used in the diffuser at night. The next morning, I woke up feeling energized like I was when I was a teenager. I was tired before she came into my life. I just wanted everything to stop. I wanted to give up. And this lady changed everything for me. And she guided me. And this is the thing about the business. We are there to guide you. We're there to help you because we become friends through this process. It isn't about selling something and then you've forgotten the person. No, it's a relationship that we build, that we create. And imagine this company creates these beautiful products. On the other hand, doing the right thing on the planet, supporting the farmers. And when we come in contact with each other because of these solutions that make it possible for us to help people, we make more friends. We have this amazing network all over the world, bringing people together because of these products. So let's go to the next slide, please. This was my first kit. This is the first one that I got. I had no idea what a wellness advocate was at that time. When Zareen said, okay, we're creating a wellness advocate account for you, I was like, I have no idea what that is. I don't even care, so that's fine. And then when I started experiencing the results in my body, the changes in my body, I was like, I can't keep this to myself. So I was like, how do we get other people to do? I mean, how do you do this? How do you share this information? And then she came back to Pune and we had a big workshop and it was a whole lot of fun. And I think out of 45 people who came to that workshop, about 30 of them said they want to start doing this and they incorporated it into their practice. Next slide, please. So then we started talking about the business opportunity. This is something that I avoided, like I said, for a very long time, but it's a beautiful way to help someone who's stuck in a rut. One, get them to experience essential oils to get things moving for them, and then see how they could possibly incorporate this into the work they're already doing or take this on full time. Everyone needs something or the other. So you've got clients everywhere. Let's have a look at the next slide, please. So if you want 1 year of prosperity, you grow grain. If you want 10 years of prosperity, you grow trees. If you want 100 years, you grow people. And this is what doTERRA is doing. It is a legacy business. It is not a short-term thing. And this happens when you connect people to one another. And that is what this company is enabling us to do. It's also creating a sustainable way of doing this, rather than creating it as a short-term project and it's done. Keep on going, keep on going. And all of the leaders, even if you reach Presidential Diamond, it's not that you're there and it's done. You keep doing it. And I think Pete has explained this to us as well. It didn't change the way he felt when he hit rank. He went, it doesn't feel different. I'm still going to talk to people. I'm still going to help people. I'm still going to support people. And this work continues. It's never ending. And it's a beautiful thing that it doesn't stop because this is exciting stuff to be able to be a part of. Let's go to the next slide, please. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do and liking how you do it. And this is very important. For each one of us, it's going to feel a little bit different. There isn't a one fixed box kind of a path to follow. You follow the path that makes you feel right, that you resonate with. And you'll find we have all of the training programs. You tweak them to what makes you feel good, what feels right to you. Next slide, please. So to succeed in the business and to reach the top, an individual must know all of its possible, all that you need to know about the business. You've got to understand the ins and the outs of the business, how it actually works at the beginning, because my enroller kept telling me, pay attention to this and pay attention. And I did not listen. And I made mistakes in just structuring my tree. And the office and I laugh sometimes. We're like, oh gosh, we could have done it this way. But guess what? The office actually helps you work through that as well. So you can fix it if you have not done it right the first time. But if you know how to do it right, then you would build your business properly. So please attend the business training calls. Take the business building guide, which is on training.doterra.com, because it will make a huge difference to you on how you build your business. Next slide, please. These are some of the resources that are available to us, and there's tons more. This is just some of them, and it's worth doing the one in the middle. You saw my badge on that one in the first slide. And the podcasts, the YouTube channels, the Instagram page, the Facebook groups that you can join. There's so much information available on the business building side of it. The Empowered Success is just phenomenal training programs. And doTERRA organizes these regular training programs for us. So take advantage of that. And you end up meeting fun people on the call anyway. So it's always nice to make those connections. Next slide, please. So here's me at convention with the team from the office. The first time I was meeting them, and because I'd been on the phone with them so many times, they feel like family, like instantly it was like that connection. And I think that was the one thing that really struck a chord with me. Every one of us who showed up at convention had the same energy, had the same purpose, the same vision, the same feeling about what it is that we do. So all we're doing is enjoying the products that we have, sharing them with others, and helping them do it too. And go and help someone else. Hey, Bairam. Next slide, please. So why do I think that the doTERRA opportunity is the perfect one for this era? It is practical and it is easy. It's really simple. Use the products and invite others to experience them. And when you do that, you get rewarded. If you think about it, when you recommend a restaurant or a clothing store, you do get rewarded sort of by saying, hey, that was a nice place that you asked me to go to. You know, I enjoyed my experience there. But here, when you're making a recommendation, you're getting someone to be healthier, to live a healthier, happier life, and you get rewarded by the company for the time that you spent doing that. So that makes it sustainable for you to keep doing that. You need no prior experience. You don't need to have a specific background or training. Anyone can do it. And like we talked about earlier, low to zero startup cost in comparison to traditional businesses. So it's a fabulous opportunity. It's not something that anyone should avoid or shy away from because, oh my God, it might cost something. It doesn't. It costs you hardly anything. And it's flexible. You do what you want, when you want, and for as long as you want. You don't have to give anything else up. You can keep doing this. One of the things that we discussed in the first session we had at Happiness, like the big one, was a rickshaw driver can become a doTERRA wellness advocate. He could give up his job. And I piped up and I said, no, if I were a rickshaw driver, I would not give up driving that rickshaw. I'd keep doing that. And I'd have conversations with people. That is your first audience, your first target audience. Is talk to the people you're interacting with. Find out how you can help them, how you can support them. If there's anyone in their family who needs something, get them off of, the medication that they're on, see how you can support them with better sleep, and, just talk to the people around you. And you can talk to anyone. We're talking about working from anywhere in the world, you're sitting on a beach, you turn to someone on your side, sitting beside you, and have a chat to them. You're on a plane, someone's coughing, take out your peppermint and give them a drop in their hands. You can just strike up a conversation with anyone and start chatting to them and make a new friend. Next slide, please. This is an unmatched world-class product that you can trust. And how do we know that? All of you know about what CPTG testing is, CPTG grade and co-impact sourcing. doTERRA makes it all very transparent for us. We know where the products are coming from, what's in the bottles, what the purity level, the testing that gets done, and they share everything with us. By the way, there are videos on the labs as well that you can find online. So if you're curious about what the labs look like, just type it in and it'll come up. We don't need to worry about creating great products. doTERRA has done that for us. We don't need to worry that it's being done ethically. They've taken care of that for us as well. We also get a chance to go on these trips to meet the farmers, to meet the people who are working the land, working so that we can get these beautiful solutions in our homes. So there is nothing to fear as far as the product's concerned. There's no work to be done to create a fabulous product. Having the cafe was beautiful, but every day I would have to worry about the inventory. What's possibly going bad? And how many orders did we get? How many pre-orders did we get for the sourdough bread? How much do you make? There's a lot that you have to do. With this, I don't have to worry about stock inventory or where it came from. This is a company you can trust. Let's go to the next slide, please. It's a ready-to-use business system. You don't have to create the PowerPoint presentations, except this one, but because this is like crazy stuff, right? But you have everything ready by the company. They give you all of the tools. There's a digital marketing kit available. And if you need help, they will get stuff across to you. They've got the brochures, they've got the presentations, they've got the training programs. Everything's ready. It's literally a plug-and-play system. Next slide, please. It's a meaningful and impactful business. You're not just helping others with the solutions. The work that we do, getting those solutions across to people, enables those farmers to be working. So think about it, someone who is dealing with some problems. You know what the answers are. It takes nothing but a little bit of confidence in you to talk to that person and suggest this to them. We know the products work. We've tried them ourselves. So we know they work. So you shouldn't hesitate to share. You share the products, you're helping someone on the other end of the bottle as well. So it's a good idea to participate in this because co-impact sourcing is something most people don't think about. At the cafe, again, this was a huge challenge for me. Try and get local produce that's organically grown, support the local farmers. It's a tough thing to do. And even on that small scale, it became so difficult. Imagine the scale of what doTERRA is doing. It's insane if you think about the numbers. The number of countries that the products are available in, the number of people who are buying these products, it's just unimaginable for people to do something like that. So it's something that I'm really thrilled to be a part of because they're inspiring me to do something more in the world than just having that one little place. Next slide, please. Community and connection. It's another thing that ends up happening where help is needed. You'll have a whole bunch of wellness advocates just uproot themselves and go there and help people. And when you're on this healing journey, you can't hold it in anymore. And you see someone who's suffering, literally suffering, your heart goes out to them and you go out and help them. And this is what doTERRA does. Our own energy shifts. We stop looking inwards and we start looking outwards. What can I do to help? This is what happens with this company and everyone who comes into it. And also, you're not expected to be the same as everybody else. You get to be you. You get to be you and expansive you, just the way you are. And you become so happy when you start using these things because nature that's our natural environment. We've been taken out of it and we're sitting in buildings and we're surrounded by bricks and mortar and there's no, where's the nature around you? Are you grounding yourself every day? This is like bringing nature into your home. And when you do that, you're then in your natural environment. And that is what enables you to shift your energy as well. That's when you start being a contribution to the rest of the world instead of being a victim and having problems and all of that. So you make yourself independent and then you're helping others become independent as well, which is such a beautiful thing for the planet. Next slide, please. So this was at the cafe. This was a little event that we did there where we had Narayani and Meeta come down from Bombay. And we had some of the members who in Pune who came to help and support each other. We had some training programs. We had a lot of fun. Everyone got a hand massage. And we meet each other. We feel really happy. We bond because we're all on the same wavelength. And this is what we see more and more of happening with this company. When you go to convention, it's a massive number of people from all over the world, different walks of life, but everyone's vibrating at the same frequency. And it's such a beautiful resonance that gets created. Next slide, please. A lot of personal growth and empowerment happens with a business like this. You'll step out of your comfort zone. you'll find things about yourself that you didn't know you had before, strengths about you that you didn't ever imagine. You'd end up doing things that you'd be like, oh my God, I actually did that and it worked. And you feel really good about yourself. So increases your confidence because you're consistent with it. It increases your resilience. It's like stamina. When you start running the first time, it's tough. If you've never run before, you've never swum before, you don't go swimming, it's going to be difficult the first few times. But you know what? Once you start doing it and you practice it, you get better at it, you get the hang of it, you know what to say. And the truth is, if you just stay genuine and you're honest and you tell your story, then you will have people respond to you really positively. Next slide, please. Financial freedom. Who doesn't want that? Everybody wants that, right? So that's why you start a business in the first place. But this business is so much more than that. You turn your passion for wellness, for helping people, into a reliable source of income. And that is what this company has done now. They could have very easily just gone the pharma way. Would have been such an easy thing to do. You know what? You've got these natural solutions, and you have a lot of companies, Ayurveda companies, that do that. But doTERRA decided that's not the way to go. They wanted to enable people to do this for each other. That is why they chose this path. There's a really nice video. Emily Wright spoken about this in one of her videos. Why doTERRA chose this path. It really is about enabling people, letting people get involved in each other's healing and create that connection around the world. And for me, that's the most beautiful thing. Next slide, please. So it's perfect for the modern entrepreneur because nowadays everyone's going online. People don't want to have an establishment. It's a huge investment to have. And wellness is the big space today because people are waking up to wanting to solve their problems naturally as well. So if you're going to be in the wellness space, may as well do it with a company that's doing it ethically, that's doing it right, that's doing it honestly with transparency, and is not creating dependency. It creates independence. It's making everyone their own healer, which is fabulous. And there is no boss. You're completely in control of your own business. You don't have any deadlines. It's your passion. You're driven by what you want to do. It's got to excite you to be able to help people every day that you wake up. Next slide, please. So for me personally, I love the products. I use them every day. I'll use them for something or the other at home. I love the people. They feel like kindred spirits. Every time I get onto one of these calls, you'll find me super excited. And my family is like, what's going on there? And it's just because we all have that same feeling and energy about what we're doing. This is a very meaningful way for me to be contributing to the community. It was always a case of what am I doing on the planet? I used to question myself that what is my purpose? It doesn't make sense because I see people suffering. I see the solutions on one side and there's this huge gap in between. And what are we trying to do? We're just working day in, day out, and then we're gone. But this company changed that completely for me. It gave me a way to bridge that gap. People are not well. Here are the solutions. There you go, put them together. And it's enabled me to do that with honesty, with transparency, and with that authenticity that this works because I've done it for myself. And like I said, the earth is being taken care of by this company as well. This company is blessing us in so many different ways, and I get to be a part of that. So I'm excited about that. This is the vibration that I want to be in all of the time. Next slide, please. So doTERRA is backed by science. All of the work that they do, they share all of the science. There's some slides, there are some links over there, but I see we're at 7:43 already. So I'm going to go through these quickly because there's still a few more slides to get through. We've got the medical advisory board, and I think we can share the slides with everyone later because you can get all of the links from there as well. This company recognizes the challenges that their wellness advocates face, and they will help us work through those solutions. And you know what they always tell me? When I get hassled about something not working, they're like, it's okay, don't worry about it. Step away from it. It's not a big deal. And it'll happen in its time. They're so encouraging and supportive. It's not like, oh, you have to do it. You did it wrong, or this was not right, blah, blah, blah. They go, it's okay. You tried. That was amazing. This is the result you got out of it. And I love that energy. You don't have to do it. It'll take its time. And sometimes you just have to step away and let it come to you. They also show you how to use your EOs to shift your own vibration so that you're not in that agitated state when you're doing something, so that you're calm and composed and you enjoy what you are doing. You take care of yourself first, and this is what they teach you to do. Take care of yourself. Then you can take care of others as well. The company does not treat us as employees, and this is something with other MLMs which I've noticed. The manner in which they communicate is very different, but doTERRA partners with us. They literally partner with us. They support every single wellness advocate, no matter what rank you are at. And the other thing that I found was amazing was I missed a particular rank a month. And then Sari said, hey, you know what? Give the office a call and see if they can do something about that. And I talked to the office, and Narayani was like, hey, you know what? Let's see what we can do about this. And they showed me how to restructure things so that we can hit that rank. Which other company is going to want to part with that money to you? Think about that. This is something that doTERRA does, which is absolutely phenomenal. Like, we want you to get paid. We want you to succeed. We want you to earn more. So this is what they help you with. And there's 5 ways of earning with this company, and not just sale of product and that price difference. So I love these guys. Next slide, please. You grow as you. You don't have to become someone else. This is something I've mentioned a few times. The company also celebrates diversity, and the more diverse we are, the more we learn from each other, the more we connect to different cultures, we understand how someone else is thinking, but the bottom line is the feelings we find across the entire world are the same. Inside, we're all feeling the same way about so many different things. And outwardly, we may look different, or we may dress different, or talk different, but inside, we're all feeling the same. And that is what these guys have been able to recognize and brought us together. In other businesses, you depend on your staff. Here, it's just you. And we've got the team with us. We've got the officers with us. They're always supporting us with whatever we need, and great products and fabulous service. And you never have to, oh, this was another thing that happened at the cafe. If someone didn't show up to work, I'd have a problem and I'd have to have a chat to them. But that doesn't happen with doTERRA. You do your work and you keep growing because you're consistent with what you're doing. And usually that motivates your team as well to do well. Let's go to the next slide, please. Yeah, in my cafe, I had to look at every glass that came to the table and make sure it's clean. And if it wasn't, it would have to go back. Every fork, every spoon, every knife. It was ridiculous, the amount of work that goes into something like that. But with this company, I don't have to worry about the products. I think once, like, I got a bottle which was broken, and they were like, just send us a video and a photo of that and send it back to us, and we'll take care of it. So they have systems in place to take care of everything. We don't have to worry about the back end. So it's very convenient to focus on what you need to do to grow your business. And the natural wellness space is the big thing right now. So it's time to jump in. And if you've not been building the business or looking at it seriously, it's time to start doing that. Let's go to the next slide, please. So I've made this chart with a whole lot of comparisons and parallels of what the doTERRA business is and what a traditional business is. Like we've talked about, the initial investment is almost zero. You pick up a kit, you experience, and you share. There's zero overheads, literally nothing. If you've got a computer, amazing. If you don't have one, a phone is more than enough. You do not need to prepare products. They're ready, they're there for you. All of the trainings provided. In leadership development, you work on how to help others become leaders. And this is where the growth really happens. It's not about you enrolling people. It's about you showing your leaders how to do that and showing them how to do that for their leaders. There's a lot of self-growth in personal development as well. The training, the leadership and community, and sometimes learning how to let go, learning how to give up something, learning how to let someone else shine. This is something beautiful about this company. Previous slide. Thank you. And the time freedom. The time is a big deal with this company. I get to actually be at home now. I was not eating meals at my cafe, and now I'm getting to eat meals thanks to the freedom that has come with the time for the work that I'm doing with this company. So for me, that's a huge win. And in comparison, if you look at traditional business, you possibly require a lot of investment. You have overheads, you have to prepare the products or make sure that the products you're getting are good and they have to be consistently good. And with doTERRA, consistency is never a problem. The training, you either have to do it yourself or you have to get someone from outside to come and train you and your staff. I had to get trained staff from outside, and then I had to train myself and then train them to do things my way. So it was a big mess. But it was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work. And then in leadership development, well, everyone's an employee there, and you're the owner of the establishment or the business. But here, everyone's a leader. So you have partners, not employees, which is a very nice feeling to have friends and partners at the same level as you. And self-growth is quite limited because you're doing that business day in, day out, day in, day out. It's the same thing, repeat every day. And of course, you've got fixed working hours and you've got to show up. And as a business owner, I'd have to show up before everyone came there and leave after everyone left, which is really difficult to do. And it gets tiring. So here it's a completely different feeling. You want to take a day off? Go. You want to get a massage? Go. Next slide, please. So we're not going to talk too much about these, but I'll go through them real quick. You can do this one from anywhere. And you're building a community when you're working with doTERRA. You have a beautiful support system of like-minded people. You're creating a residual income, and it grows. And it grows really fast. Once it starts, then the flow is just beautiful. It's also scalable, and you can move to different countries. It's not like something you have to do in only your city. You can do this anywhere, and you've got the top business leaders are the ones who travel around the world, and this business takes you to a different country and you have a whole different life experience there. Which other business that's, like in your city is going to allow you to even get up and go out for a meal in a different place? That never happened with me. But with this company, this is the opportunity that's available to me to go anywhere in the world and work from anywhere and meet anyone and experience a whole different culture. Next slide, please. The staff requirements, I will keep coming back to that because it is a big deal. It makes a huge difference when you're relying on someone else to do some work for you so that you can do your work. But with this, you don't have to. You can do it all yourself. You don't need someone else to do it for you. And you don't need any past experience, and it's an equal opportunity. No matter your age, no matter your race, your religion, it doesn't matter. What matters is your desire, your excitement about it. And of course, the purpose of this business is so meaningful for all of us, right from before the bottle gets to us, to helping the person who needs that support. Next slide, please. These are the key points about this company: the transparency, the accessibility, not just to the products, but also to the company. It's a privately owned company, and the focus has always been on people on both ends of the bottle. They work with integrity. They are very honest, and it's a yes, it's a yes. If it's a no, it's a no. And if it can be done, they'll find a way to make it happen. They walk the talk. They use their products as well. And I've seen this all of the time. This company has been built to last, and it's enabling us to have a business that will last as well. It helps us create a legacy. Something that I've heard a lot of parents who are in this business is they're creating this legacy for their children. This is something that you can grow for your kids. And it's something good to be leaving behind for your children. It's a lovely reputation that, you know what, your parents helped me with this. That's such a nice thing to hear, isn't it? It's generational impact that you're leaving behind. You're creating a very positive atmosphere with your children when you talk to them about what it is that you do and how you help people, and how people come back and then want to help more people. And it's such a beautiful way to connect, considering all of the problems happening in the world right now. This is such a positive thing to be doing, such a positive role that we get to play in the world. And we get so much of knowledge. Oh my goodness. It's continuous education. It's like it doesn't stop. And that's the other beautiful thing about it. When you think you know it all, it's like, hell no, you got to go through a whole lot of other training, and there's so much more to do. So keeps it exciting all the time, and you never get bored, which is amazing. Next slide, please. So success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. And this is absolutely true. Keep your head down, focus on what it is you want to do. You want to help people, just go and do it. Don't hesitate. And the results come. They just come flowing, and the abundance comes in ways that you cannot imagine. Let's go to the next one, please. It isn't a company. This is one of my favorite pictures. I love this lady, Emily Wright, and I hope to meet her one day. And every time I see her, I want to cry because I wish I had these solutions when my grandparents were around. I could have possibly at least eased their pain before they went. But this is a movement. This is a philosophy. This company is blessed, and it's enabling us to be blessed and to be in that space of helping others. And that's why I really love what they're doing. And I'm so grateful that Zareen walked into my cafe that day. And by the way, it's because there was a yoga teacher who said, "Oh, Max takes care of all of the people who nobody else wants to help with these workshops." I got so lucky with that she came into my place and that I got introduced to doTERRA. So I hope all of you enjoy working with this company as much as I do. I couldn't think of anything else to be doing with my life at the moment. Thank you.